They said maybe if I typed it down it would all become better, that I would see how crazy I am and the world would go back to normal. They were wrong. Writing this story down only made me see the truth in it all. It only scared me more, knowing what I had seen was real. I was 6 when it happened. I was a lonely boy. My parents had died in a fire and I was an only child. I was sent to a foster home and a lovely family raised me as their own. They had a child about my age. Her name was Lily. Lily was a sweet girl who didn't really like me and was more interested in why her parents had taken in a boring boy. She never hanged out with me and told her friends nothing about me. Because Lily was a year older than me, she started going to school before me. So for some time I had no friends. Because I had no friends, I made my own imaginary ones, or at least that's what the parents thought. No, I had found these friends in the tree one day when I was playing pirates. They told me that they wanted to play as well, so I let them. A year later, I still had my friends and I had started school. My friends said that they couldn't come to school with me, and when I asked why, they said that their mother didn't want them to. So my routine had to change. I went to school and then I came back to play with my friends, and on weekends I would play with them all day. It was a Friday when the family cat went missing. I remember this because I was so eager to get back home to play with my friends for the whole day the next day. I came home to find that my friends weren't sitting on the lawn waiting for me. I went inside confused. That's when the mother asked me if I had seen Bobby, their cat. I wasn't really listening because I noticed Freddie, one of my friends, sitting on the table holding something. The mother shook me and asked if I had seen Bobby again. Yes, I had said. Where? The mother had pleaded. Freddie's holding him. After that, the parents were kind of creeped out about me. They told no one about it, but would have small discussions in small whispers until I entered the room. The next day, the father found Bobby's remains in the basement, ripped to shreds and blood everywhere. One day, I was playing with Freddie outside when Lily wandered out. She yelled at me for getting her in trouble. I asked how I had gotten in trouble, and she yelled back that I knew how. That's when Freddie stood up and pushed her over. Lily screamed as her head collided with the hard pavement, cracking her skull instantly. I yelled at Freddie to stop, and Lily's parents came rushing outside to see what had happened. They called the ambulance and asked Lily what had happened. She responded with, "George's new friend is me." When the ambulance arrived, the parents asked me what had happened, and I said that Freddie had pushed Lily over for yelling at me. I was then moved out of the house, and I never saw Lily or her parents again. I never saw Freddie again until one day when I was about 15. I had gone from house to house, causing trouble all the time. There was no more houses for me left to go. Nobody wanted me. I was to be moved to a boarding school, so right before I was to be moved, I ran away. I can still remember that day. I had run into the woods with nothing more than the clothes I was wearing and the backpack I was carrying. I was devoid of all emotion. I just kept running until I was out of breath. I stopped near a big tree and took a couple of breaths. I looked around. I had no idea where I was. The tree's branches were so thick that they entangled into one another, creating a big ceiling above the woods. The ground was covered with leaves, and there was a ditch that went down just beyond my view. The sun was setting, slowly sucking out all the light and drowning the forest in darkness. I grabbed the torch I had brought out of my bag and turned it on. It was cold, and I wished I had put it on. I started walking over the hole when I saw Freddie was coming towards me faster and faster. I looked confused. "What are you doing here?" I yelled. Freddie climbed into the ditch and scrambled in, and I scrambled in with him. "Mother," Freddie whispered in my ear, "she's awake." The ditch was deep and into my eyes. they took a breath in, they were trying to suck up the whole world, but their windpipe had been blocked slightly. Freddy nudged me, telling me to keep quiet. That's when the footsteps got louder and then stopped. A face appeared at the entrance of the hall, a dead, hollow face with no emotion. Fear swelled up inside me as a long, thin, scabby hand reached down and grabbed Freddy. Freddy screamed as I was forced to watch my best friend get ripped to shreds, blood pouring everywhere. The person reached down, and I was sure she was going to grab me as well and rip me with those long, long fingers when Freddy reached up and stabbed the monster. It was like slow motion when Freddy's hand fell, knife still in hand this time, covered in black oozing liquid. His eyes looked into mine and he whispered, "I'm sorry." His eyes went glossy and his body went limp. They said they found me covered in scratches and bruises in a deep, deep ditch. They said they found me barely conscious on the edge of death. I was already dead. My life ended that day as I watched my best and only friend get ripped to shreds by a monster. Writing this only made me have more nightmares. It only made me see the monster every day. They were wrong. Freddy was not imaginary.